I'm Natalia Bonner. Welcome back. So welcome to officially the first or the outside border for my new free class, the 9 Patchalong 7.0. Oh my gosh. Okay, so what is this? Every year in September for now 7 years, I host a free class where I teach you how to machine quilt using my machine quilting rulers, 9 patch quilt blocks, and then there's also 9 bonus blocks that I'll show you how to quilt. It's a fun series. My hope is that it will inspire you to grab your machine quilting rulers and start using them. The only way you'll ever improve in your machine quilting journey is by practicing. So take what I share in these videos and take inspiration from it, add more to it, simplify it if you want. Sometimes less is more. Anyways, so today we're going to be quilting on the border, and I actually really feel like quilting feathers right now. So in my outside border, I am going to be quilting and showing you how to quilt this fun free motion hand-guided feather. I'll start out with the spine. The way I like to quilt, because I do all my quilting here on the Gamble 22-inch machine, I'll start with the spine over here on the left side. I'll work this is going to be wild fun, hand-guided, no rulers in this part, but I'll stitch this long spine all the way over here. Now I won't come down this side quilting any of the feathers until I quilt the blocks and sashing across here. But I will also show you a bit today of how I connect the feathers and continue on, but I thought I would show you and get you excited for this upcoming free class. Make sure you do head over to our website, peaceandquilt.com, to find all the details. But for now, let's get quilting some feathers. Okay, so I'll start out stitching down here. You can see I basted along the side, so it's about as far down as my throat space will allow. And with this spine, I'm not marking anything, so I'm just going to be kind of stitching about in the center, but I do want to leave enough space over here for a binding, at least 1/4 inch. Because this is a panel that I'm actually quilting on, I'm going to start 1/4 inch like over into here. So it's going to be more like 1/2 inch or more from the side. So what I'll do is I'll stitch just kind of a wavy line, waving back and forth. I try to make sure I curve out around that outside corner, and then I'll continue working my way across. On this quilt, I do have 2 layers of batting just because I want to create a lot of extra texture on this 9 Patchalong 7.0. So I have 1 layer of the Quilter's Dream blend batting, and then I also have 1 layer of the Quilter's Dream wool batting. I'm going to be quilting here in the stitch regulated mode with my stitch length set at 14 stitches per inch. Okay, so I did come a tiny bit around the corner over here on the right end, but not very far. I don't want to fill in much on that side. So at that point, now I'll cut my threads over there on the right side, tie them off. Now I'm going to come back to here and quilt feathers. So I like to quilt one side of my feather at a time. I'll start on the right side. I'm feeling really playful, maybe like kind of flirty with my feathers. So I'm going to just mix like a combination of a bunch of different motifs here. Have fun with your feathers. So once I get up to the corner, I usually kind of try to imagine that there's like an invisible 45-degree angle there. And you can even mark one right there to give you the perspective of one. But what I'll try to do is quilt up to that imaginary line and then wrap my quilting or my feathers right back around themselves. All right, so I'll keep repeating that all the way across this side, then I'll bring you back and finish quilting the second side, repeating that same design. You can see how just really playing with those feathers and adding in a lot of detail, they turn out just awesome. All right, so once I've stitched all this bottom side, then I'm going to quilt this left side over here. Now, I don't have a rule, or I don't believe in rules, so I don't think you have to quilt the top side or the inside first. I just often find myself quilting that inside side first. So let's quilt that outside. So remember, I am leaving a little bit of extra space over here for that binding. I love how that turned out. Okay, so I do want to point out one thing. After I've quilted that all the way across, how do I advance? When I advance the quilt, once I've had this quilted across, I've quilted all the blocks through here, what I'll do is just pick up right here and stitch that feather spine going down that side and continue to repeat that. So I will now quilt in just these smaller sections right here, small units of feathers. And because they are so playful, it makes it a lot more forgiving to just kind of work everything in together. Okay, I hope you found a bit of inspiration from that quilting. I love that feather, and I'm using a yellow thread here. I love the way that it's looking on this purple fabric because it really just kind of pops. A lot of times if I'm quilting and it's not for like a class like this, I definitely probably would go with like a purple thread or something that blended a little bit more. But for showing up on camera and really standing out, I'm loving the way that this is looking. Make sure you do check out the 9 Patchalong 7.0. Make sure you also grab the companion design workbook. It includes all of these designs illustrated. Plus we have our favorite QR codes that you can scan and it'll take you right to these videos where I'm showing you how to do the machine quilting. Have a great day, everybody.